Happy April Fools to all those who celebrate. Unfortunately, that is not the aim of this video. This video will be different from all the other videos on my channel so far. Call this a useful direct of sorts. This video won't have any visuals at all because of the nature of it. I have a few different announcements to make about the future of this channel. Announcement 1, upcoming hiatus. Due to me now being in 10th standard in ICSE board and having my board exams in February and March 2027, it will be difficult for me to continue making videos until roughly April or May 2027. So after the backlog of videos for this year have been released, there will be a severe drought of videos to this channel. Announcement 2, cancelled projects. As you have heard before, I won't have much time to pursue such projects. I've already mentioned the series that I would be cancelling a few months ago, but I'll announce it officially with a bit more explanation. The Ages of World box is cancelled, and this has been for nearly 3 years now. Me and Arab simply lost interest in making the series. The series originally had 10 episodes planned, out of which 5 were officially released. If I'm not mistaken, episodes 6 and 7 shuttered were fully recorded and edited, but never released. I even composed the soundtrack for episode 6, and it contained some of my best work to that point. But alas, it wasn't meant to be. The next project is SFS Career Mode. The series had its successful first season with 4 episodes, which concluded the career part of it. I planned 5 more seasons actually, each focusing on another aspect of the game, but it was all going to be normal gameplay and barely anything career about it except earning money that you can't use. Episodes 1 and 2 for season 2 were actually recorded in May last year, but I never got around to editing them. I even planned a spin-off with the new realistic difficulty, which came out today, April 1st. But it's really hard, and I'm still looking into whether it's even possible on the free mode of SFS. So it will take a while. The next project is The Adventures of Aaron and Ezra. It was a story-driven series that had 8 episodes, out of which only 3 were made. The remaining episodes have been fully written with some animated sequences and voiceovers already finished, but the episodes themselves were never recorded. And now, due to the current landscape of Roblox, the series will not be able to continue in its current form. I'm looking into adapting it into a slightly different story with a different medium, but it'll take a lot of time and it will not be happening anytime soon. The next project is 2419, my original indie animated series centered around Yessir, very self-centered I know, who is replaced by a doppelganger, Yessir 2419. It explores themes of standing up against oppressors and growing as a person. I released a pilot preview on the 27th of May last year, exactly 1 year after I joined UGX Realms Legacy for the first time. That's why I chose that specific date. The pilot had 2 scenes, the first being the scene which you saw in the pilot preview, while the second was unfortunately never completed. I wasn't able to get the sets I needed for the video, and that was the end of it. I couldn't continue it further. It's a long story, very long story. I can't go into it in this video. So just know I couldn't do it. I'm looking into adapting the series into a book, a visual novel perhaps, and my friends over at UGX Realms, they have supported it, this idea previously. However, it takes a lot of time and effort to write a book. I know because I've written some books before, and it's a lot of work, so yes, it suffers the same fate. The last cancelled project is The Stars Came Closer, which was a sci-fi horror show based on a cosmic mystery, the appearance of a mysterious blue star. JD Gaming was especially interested in this series, and I'm also interested in continuing the series in the future, but the story needs to be set in stone because it's very much lore driven. It's a story-based show with an overarching plot, of course, and animation. Even the cheap animation that I did takes time. So I'm doing nearly the entire production by myself. Music, animation, editing, compositing, writing, voice acting. So yeah, it's going to take a while. That was a long segment. Announcement 3, status on current projects. UGX players will remember my Luanti series is I was working on a video that chronicles the story of my in-game city Yusferia, which is so old that the updates will require a separate part 2. The first part is halfway finished, so it should be coming in a few months. I also have another series that's probably record breaking, but not in the way that you think it is, and it'll come out after the Euphoria videos, because it's like I need to keep the chronological sequence, because the new series won't make any sense unless you've seen the Euphoria videos, or actually rather part 1 only. Part 2 is not necessary. The announcement for the end of the adventures of Aaron and Ezra. As mentioned before, the series was cancelled. But for this series, I made the soundtrack, and I believe I made 13 tracks, which I released on BandLab and Bandcamp as The Adventures of Aaron and Ezra Volume 0 last December. However, I wasn't content with that. With music distribution on major streaming services like Spotify, YouTube Music, you have to be very careful. There are a lot of restrictions that can affect a lot of the songs on the album. Also, most of the songs, I'll admit, aren't very good. I didn't put much effort because I was on a time rush, or it's not really that relevant anymore. And the themes for some of both the characters used royalty free melodies, so even, yeah, I guess I could release it, but it would be difficult, and I'd rather prefer to do the themes again in a better way that more suits them. uh, Especially considering I'm going to be doing a lot of changes to their characters, so their themes would also be changing. So they are not. So there are a few melodies, though, not the themes. It's actually one of them. There are a few melodies that I made completely by myself that I like, and which will continue to be used in the revival. These are Chalky's Dead and a convenient ad, which will be available to stream on all major music streaming services shortly. This EP also contains a previously unreleased track, the original theme that a convenient ad was based on, the Cube Vegetable theme, named after the fictional server hoster. These 3 songs will be available in the EP The Adventures of Aaron and Ezra Volume 0, releasing on all major streaming services YouTube Music, Spotify, JioSaavn on the 7th of April. Announcement 5. A New Era. Superfans may recall that on New Year's, I announced that I was recording a song, 500 on 500, releasing on the 14th of February. I announced it in my 2025 recap video. That day came and went with nothing. Nobody asked me what happened to it. Mostly because I told them all on Discord. Well, I'm happy to announce that 500 on 500 will be releasing as an EP on the 25th of April. The EP will contain the 5-minute 56-second long song, a shorter 3-minute 48-second radio edit, and the instrumentals for both versions. These 2 songs will be included on a brand new album titled The Machine, which is set to release on the 13th of August 2026. More details will be announced at a later date. Also, the details about the release date, 13th August 2026. There might be something else that might cause it to be either preponed or postponed. I don't know. It will affect the release of the singles, pre-album singles. So I will be and also there's a uncertainty to whether that album replacing event will be happening or not. So I'm going to be looking into that. Please be patient. Yeah. Announcement 6. Patreon. I'm releasing a Patreon page mostly so that I can share behind the scenes, covers of songs, and other random stuff. Like, for example, the Ages of World Box episodes 6 and 7, and the plan for the remainder of the episodes. Because I don't think it would be very popular on YouTube, and I want to keep all this content on a Patreon so that it's like more accessible for like people who actually want to. Because I see it doesn't really do well on YouTube, so I think it's better to put it on Patreon. You can check it out in the link in the description, where you can join for free and you get access to most of the stuff that I share there. If you wish to financially support me, I do have a paid tier which will help me produce the most ambitious project on my channel, Operation Midnight Eclipse, a mission to see a total solar eclipse at midnight on my birthday. As you can tell, It's a very personal project to me, and I really hope that you would help me to achieve this goal. Any help is appreciated. That's all I have for today. Happy April Fool's Day, and see you on April 7th for the release of the first EP. Also, the joke for this April Fools was that it's like a reverse joke that the April Fools is not actually the April Fools, and that usually on April Fools how it is like it's a subversion of expectations. Like usually on April Fools you expect everybody to be like making jokes and stuff like Gamer Cat's "I quit" video, but then I come around and I do the exact opposite of that. That's the whole April Fools. I know my sense of humor is broken. Please don't sue me.